principle of the whole activity was to encourage all of us to find out or explore whether we have any kind of a connection to land. So the first job is to get into your groups, and then you go and find your place and sit for a few moments and see what the land has to say to you. Then you need to go and get your special thing, and then it's time to start to gather the pieces that you want to go into your installation. When we ask somebody to bring something from home, we're really asking them to already dig deep and think, well, what's important to me? What can I bring that is particularly special for me and that I'm willing to talk about? And then what is that thing and what does it represent? Is it the actual thing that's important, or is it the story behind the thing? The idea then is to combine our special thing that each person has brought, and to then spend some time actually finding a place that resonated with them.
Yeah, I agree.
They just shot off and did their thing. It was easy for them to find the group, it was easy for them to hunt around, and it wasn't necessarily straightforward to find the place. And then the poetry, I actually expected some groups to struggle with the poetry. I thought they're so busy building their installation that the poetry will kind of be a bit of an afterthought. But we actually found that we had to allow more time. They wanted to write. Every single group wanted to write something, and every person contributed in some way.
We are.
We are standing here on Aboriginal land to celebrate what a great culture we have.
We are paying respects to our ancestors, past and present, making the sculpture. We are the radio, the bottle and the pencil, to compare the difference between modern society and long ago.
We have used natural materials that they would have used. Gum leaves for shelter, protection and fuel for fire, sticks for weapons and building material, shells for making weapons and food, and coral because they live by the sea.
We are the old and new coming together. We are as they were many years ago, free, and let their spirits roam the earth freely as they did before us.
We are.
There's such a range in that class of kids with autism right through to Asperger's, kids with low IQs, and they were all captivated by it and involved. You know, they had deep meaning for them, and it was beautiful.
We are.
We are all one with the nature. We are animals together. We care for them.
We are active. We feel the warmth of the fire. We gather in respect for Mother Nature. We are together as one and care for this Aboriginal land.
We respect this land and the people that once walked it. We are one with the nature, and nature is one with us. We are.
I went along with the grade 5-6 students to learn with them. I admittedly don't know a lot about Aboriginal culture, and I wanted to know more. I think that teachers at the moment are probably a little bit afraid of Aboriginal education. I think we're afraid of offending. I don't think that we've been probably taught enough about it ourselves, whether that's through our training or through our own education. So I think that maybe teachers need to have more PD in the area to have the confidence to take it into the classroom.
What I've found with Vicky is that the kids love learning about the Aboriginal culture because they're so connected to land themselves. They're out playing in the environment all of the time. They're so connected to animals and they love all of that. I would just encourage people to look for resources from Aboriginal Ed and from what's in the school already, because there is a lot of fear around saying or doing the right thing, and they get frightened of being reprimanded that they've used the wrong stories or done an activity that doesn't fit. And my advice is, first of all, you involve yourself as much as you can with the Aboriginal community. Bring in speakers and, do staff PD with people who will, fill you in on the right thing, or a range of, and don't be afraid, just get stuck in and do it. If you do the wrong thing, well, you learn from it.
We are. We are the angels looking down.
We are the family surrounded by spirit.
We are the animals living free on a wonderful land.
We are the boat resting under sparkly water.
We are the memories of tears and smile living happily.
We are the new and the old.
We are the fire of the stories all around.
We are.
I was astonished with how well they did it. they are really getting connected with how they can learn from the living community of the Aboriginal community. You know, we had people there who are Aboriginal, we had June talking about that, and we were in a place where we did say we are on Aboriginal land. And I think that inspired those children. I think they felt, wow, we are in a really special place. And I think that was important for us to go to Putalina for that reason.